Hey guys, Rob Shoecraft here with 3 Storm Fitness. This madness that you see behind me, I got all sorts of crap set up there. Looks like a little scientist laboratory. I've kind of been trying to get my MacGyver on today, my meathead MacGyver. I'm doing Wendler's 531 program right now. And I'm in I think the second phase of it, and doing today's the actual 531 day for the overhead press. I won't get into the details of the program. There's plenty of information out there. It's very effective, very simple. I always wanted to give it a shot, so I'm doing that right now. Anywho, I kind of screwed my shoulder up last weekend. My wife was up on a ladder, 28-foot extension ladder, power washing the second floor. I was spotting her. She got back down. I was moving the ladder to place it down the house. Apparently, I'm a weak idiot. And I got kind of lost control of it, and the 28-foot ladder up at the top has a lot of weight. Came falling down. I tried to sort of save it before I finally decided to quit and just let it fall, and arm went back like this, kind of messed up the rear deltoid a little bit. Not like to the point of serious injury, but enough to the point where I don't want to completely crush it. But I do want to crush today's workout. So what I decided to do, I just got done with it. What I decided to do was build a bunch of workarounds for my workout. I'm doing something that's kind of close to the Triumvirate variation, if you guys are familiar with that. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But basically what you do is 5-3-1, so 3 sets of the overhead barbell press, military, standing military, whatever you want to call it. And then 5 sets of weighted dips, 5 sets of weighted pull-ups. Now normally I do my dips on my Matador, my R4 Matador attachment. Love that thing. I do my chins on my rings. But everything was just bothering my shoulder today. I kind of went through it, did a dry run during my warm-up, and just real aggravated, but I still wanted to go heavy. So here's what I did. Now, I'm gonna lose you guys probably a little bit because not everybody has this equipment just lying around. Just know, this is just my workaround, okay? There's tons of different things you could do. Don't ever just kind of, I'll stand on the soapbox here for a second, or kneel on one rather. Don't ever just quit the workout for the day. You might not be able to go as hard, whatever, but do something to fill that spot. There's always something you can do. I don't care who you are. There, I said it. All right, so let me show you what I did. So I got this Black Widow, hopefully you can see me. I got this Black Widow Viking press. Just got this thing a couple weeks ago. Absolutely love it. I use it all the time. I use it with my clients all the time, especially folks with shoulder problems who still want to develop a lot of good upper body pressing strength. Load this sucker up. I go through my 5-3-1 set. So here's what I decided to do. Here's what I found to be a pretty good number. I did some testing with it. Basically, take your overhead press max, whatever you're using there. And again, if you're doing the 5-3-1, take 90% of that max. Take your bench press max, again, with the 90%. Add those up, and divide them by 2. Basically, take the average of it. And that will be your Viking press max. Now, it's gonna vary a little bit from person to person, obviously, but that's a pretty good way to start. It's not like if you accidentally do a couple more reps on this workaround day that all your gains are gonna go out the door or something. I mean, we're kind of just filling the place here. So this is much, much, much better than doing nothing. And it was a killer workout. And actually, this ended up being real close to what my perceived final set would have been. So, I loaded up, I think I had like 2, I don't know. Oh, by the way, that's the weight, not including the bar, not including the Viking press attachment. This Viking press attachment is about 20 pounds, the bar is about 45. But due to physics, it's over my head, it's gonna weigh differently. When I'm talking about that plate math, I'm talking about just the plates themselves. So I put like 245, 255, something like that on there, and did my Viking press with the standard grip. I experimented a little bit. You could go with the neutral grip, but I wanted to be as close to the real thing as possible, and I found that through my warm-up sets, my shoulders, they were liking that okay? So, moving on. So I wanted to get the substitute for the dips, substitute for the pull-ups. Here's what I did. This is where it gets kind of crazy. Let me take this thing out. So, I have, again, some more kind of specialized bars. I got my Black Widow multi-grip Swiss bar here. I'm using that for both rows, for both my rows and my chin-up workaround and my dip workaround. So for the chin workaround, what I got here, this is madness here, folks. What I have here is I have a barbell, just a kind of a crappy barbell, butted up against the end of my my rack. I got a heavy-duty, super heavy-duty band tied to that, and then I have these extra bands tied to my my accommodating resistance bands. I don't know. I just put those on just for extra. We're kind of playing with explosives here, or just a step down from that. If any of these bands decides to, basically, if this barbell kind of squeezes out of place or something, and then raises up and flies forward, I'm gonna be on the ground probably forever, and then under it. All right, so I wanna make sure be extra safe, so proceed with caution here. This is just for educational purposes. Don't try this, all that extra stuff, but it works really well. Okay, so I'm gonna do, what I was doing was kind of a partial supinated grip. This is sort of like my poor man's Dorian Yates hammer strength machine here. I'm trying to get that Christmas tree in the back, and also get the biceps built up a little bit. So what I do, let me get this over here. What I did, hopefully you can see this. I need a cameraman bad. Step in here, be careful, step on in, wiggle your way in. All right, I grab the second bar, you can kind of experiment with that a little bit. Lean back. So now I got all this pressure built up, tons of potential energy, and I'm gonna roll myself forward. Again, I'll do 5 sets of 15. You can adjust accordingly. Get a big squeeze at the top, really drive those elbows back. Helps hit the lower lats, take a little bit up off the teres major, teres minor, and the rear delts. Again, because that's kind of where it's aggravated. So I'm hitting the lower lats real hard, hitting the biceps, still getting a great upper body row pull exercise. So I'm supersetting that with my dip workaround. I drop this same bar. This time I'm going with a, still see me, dropping this down. Let's see, what was I doing this on? Oh yeah, that's right, I got this. This is after I've done my landmine. So I pull this out. Make a lot of noise, drop this in. What I'm gonna do is band-resisted push-ups, band-resisted multi-grip Swiss bar push-ups. Woo! All right, so if you can see this down here, I got a band, another band, again, same bar, this time angling this way, so I'm more of a pronated grip. I'm gonna take my band pegs out. Now, you could do this a number of ways. If you're familiar with band resisted push-ups, you can wrap it around your back and do it that way. I like this a little extra resistance, so I have it wrapped around my band pegs, pull this out, wrap it around my body, get down on my knees, pop this back through the hole, boom, that's in there, watch your head, doing this. Get into position. I'm doing push-ups. Big squeeze. Squeeze that chest tight at the top. You get a nice big pec squeeze there. We're hitting the tricep super hard. Nice control movement on the way down. You get a little bit of that accommodating resistance flavor. It's so popular in like Louis Simmons' gym. Again, nice and a lot of control. When you're done with it, just be careful. There's a few probably better ways to get out of this, but pop on out. Now, some of you are probably saying, wow, that's really neat. Some of you are saying, wow, that's really stupid. So many different ways you could have done that better, but I like to geek out a little bit. It was a killer workout. I do not consider it a failure. I got to play with all my toys, justify all those purchases. If you guys have any input on this, anything you want to add, please let me know. Rob Shoecraft, 3 Storm Fitness. Please subscribe to my videos. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.